I think it's a privilege to call yourself a Scientologist, and it's something that you have to earn. And because a Scientologist does, he or she has the ability to create new and better realities and improve conditions. When you drive past an accident, it's not like anyone else. As you drive past, you know you have to do something about it, because you know you're the only one that can really help. Boy, there's a time I went through and I said, you know what?
Hello, leaders of Scientology. We are anonymous. Over the years, we have been watching you. Your campaigns of misinformation, your suppression of dissent, your litigious nature, all of these things have caught our eye. With the leakage of your latest propaganda video into mainstream circulation, the extent of your malign influence over those who have come to trust you as leaders has been made clear to us. Anonymous has therefore decided that your organization should be destroyed.
Hi, this is Mark Bunker from Xenu TV. I've been hearing from a lot of members of Anonymous and a lot of other people asking me, well, what do you think about Anonymous? And I thought it was kind of important to talk about this. First off, I think it's incredibly exciting to have an army of young, passionate people wanting to do something about Scientology's fraud and abuse. Really is exciting. However, I think you're making some major mistakes that are going to hurt in the long run. They're going to make you look bad, they're going to get you in trouble, they're going to get us in trouble. Those of us who have been longtime critics of Scientology is good at tar and feathering us with other people's actions. Keith Henson was a critic of Scientology, he still is. A few years ago he responded to a post on Alt-Religion Scientology, the news group. Somebody had made a joke about Tom Cruise missiles aimed at Scientology's desert compound. Keith responded to that post. At the same time he was doing daily pickets of Scientology's compound in Hemet, California. They got him arrested. They got him sent to jail. He just recently got out of jail. It may seem like fun and games, but Scientology is serious, and you have to be prepared.
The Church of Scientology says Anonymous is a cyber-terrorist group of religious bigots.
The actions of Anonymous will not interrupt the normal activities of the church, servicing its parishioners and the local community, and we are in coordination with the police to minimise the negative impact of this terrorist group.
By the television and recording industries to those who displayed pirated copyright works. Anonymous alleged free speech justification is a belief with the fact that the video in question has been seen by millions. It is Anonymous that has repeatedly attempted to suppress free speech through illegal assaults on church websites as to present internet use from obtaining information from the church. They have engaged in other acts of terrorism, including threats of violence, telephone calls, fax transmissions and emails. Not to mention the Anonymous mailing of white collar to dozens of our churches requiring the service of law enforcement. Anonymous claims of altruistic purposes are no more different than those heard from any terrorist group. We are not the first to be targeted using the Scientology's prominence. Anonymous hopes to garner more attention. Anonymous is publicly proclaimed as guiding materials to be the Communist Manifesto and Mein Kampf. Quite obviously, this group is not just anti-Scientology, it is anti-freedom religion and anti-free speech. Religious bigotry of any nature is deplorable, profoundly affects the entire community. The terrorist crimes of Anonymous should be condemned. Anyone desiring information about the church can go to